Gas prices keep changing. Charging stations are multiplying. Governments are pushing electric harder than ever. But here's the real question. If you're buying a car in 2027, are EVs actually worth it? Or are we still early adopters paying for a transition? In this video, we're breaking down the real numbers, the real advantages, and the real problems most people don't talk about. Let's get into it. Just a few years ago, EVs were seen as futuristic alternatives. Limited range, limited charging stations, and high prices kept many buyers away. But by 2027, the landscape looks very different. Battery technology has improved. Average range for many new EVs now comfortably exceeds 300 miles on a full charge. Some premium models go even further. Charging speeds are faster, and infrastructure has expanded significantly in major cities and along highways. Automakers are also more serious than ever. Many brands now offer full electric lineups or have committed to transitioning away from combustion engines in the next decade. In short, EVs are no longer experimental. They're mainstream, but mainstream doesn't automatically mean perfect. The upfront cost. Are EVs still more expensive? Let's talk about money, because this is where most decisions begin. Even in 2027, EVs generally cost more upfront than comparable gasoline vehicles. Battery packs remain the most expensive component of an electric car. While prices have gradually declined due to scale and innovation, EVs still tend to carry a higher sticker price. However, the gap has narrowed. Government incentives in some regions still exist, though they vary depending on location and income limits. These incentives can significantly reduce the effective purchase price. But the real financial conversation isn't just about the upfront cost. It's about total cost of ownership, long-term savings, fuel, and maintenance. One of the biggest arguments in favor of EVs is long-term savings. Fuel costs are where EVs often shine. Charging at home is typically cheaper per mile than buying gasoline. Electricity prices fluctuate, but in many areas, charging overnight during off-peak hours is very economical. For drivers covering high annual mileage, those savings can add up quickly. Maintenance is another advantage. Electric vehicles have fewer moving parts. There's no oil to change, no traditional transmission, no exhaust system, and fewer components that wear out over time. Brake wear is also reduced thanks to regenerative braking. This means lower routine maintenance costs compared to traditional internal combustion vehicles. However, there is one major concern: battery replacement. While battery durability has improved significantly and warranties often cover 8 years or more, replacement costs outside warranty remain expensive. Even if replacement becomes less common, the possibility still affects buyer confidence. So financially speaking, EVs can be cheaper over time, but it depends heavily on driving habits and ownership duration. Charging in 2027. Convenient or complicated? Charging infrastructure has expanded rapidly. Fast chargers are more common along highways. Urban areas have added more public stations. Charging speeds have improved, reducing waiting times. But convenience depends on one key factor. Do you have access to home charging? If you own a house and can install a level 2 charger, EV ownership becomes extremely convenient. You wake up every morning with a full tank. No gas station visits, no weekly refueling stops. But for apartment dwellers or people relying entirely on public charging, things can be more complicated. Public chargers can be busy. Some may be out of service. Charging still takes longer than filling a gas tank, even with fast charging technology. Long-distance road trips are much easier than before, but they still require planning around charging stops. In 2027, charging is no longer a major barrier, but it's not completely effortless either. Driving experience, where EVs excel. If there's one area where EVs truly shine, it's driving feel. Electric motors deliver instant torque. Acceleration is smooth and immediate. Even non-performance EVs feel quick in daily driving. There's no gear shifting, no engine vibration, and very little noise. For city driving and commuting, EVs feel refined and effortless. Technology is another highlight. Most modern EVs are built around advanced software platforms, large touchscreens, digital dashboards, over-the-air updates, and advanced driver assistance systems are common. Many EV owners describe the experience as futuristic and minimalistic. However, driving engagement is subjective. Some drivers miss the sound of an engine. They miss shifting gears. They enjoy the mechanical connection of traditional cars. EVs are efficient and smooth, but they can feel clinical to enthusiasts. This comes down to personal preference. Environmental impact, the honest reality. One of the biggest selling points of EVs is environmental responsibility. Electric vehicles produce zero tailpipe emissions. That's undeniable. But the full environmental picture is more complex. Battery production requires mining and manufacturing processes that carry environmental costs. Electricity generation varies by region. In areas powered by renewable energy, EVs significantly reduce carbon footprint. In areas dependent on fossil fuels, the environmental advantage is smaller. However, over the lifetime of the vehicle, most studies show EVs generally produce lower overall emissions compared to gasoline vehicles, especially as power grids become cleaner. By 2027, renewable energy adoption has increased in many countries, improving the sustainability equation. Still, EVs are cleaner, not completely impact-free. Resale value and market stability. One area that has caused concern is resale value. Earlier, EV models depreciated quickly due to rapid technological improvements. Newer batteries and longer ranges made older models feel outdated fast. In 2027, this trend has stabilized somewhat. The technology curve has slowed slightly. Improvements are more incremental rather than revolutionary. However, EV resale values can still be more volatile than traditional vehicles, especially if new battery breakthroughs occur. Buyers should pay attention to battery warranty length, brand reliability, charging standard compatibility, software support longevity. Resale risk is lower than it used to be, but still worth considering. Who should buy an EV in 2027? So let's bring it all together. EVs make strong sense if you have reliable home charging, you drive mostly short to medium daily distances, you want lower routine maintenance, you value quiet, smooth driving, you appreciate modern technology integration. EVs may not be ideal if you frequently travel long distances without predictable charging stops. You rely entirely on public infrastructure. You prioritize long-term resale stability above all else. You strongly prefer traditional engine feel. In 2027, EVs are no longer early adopter experiments. They are practical for the right lifestyle. So, are EVs actually worth it in 2027? The honest answer is this. For many drivers, yes. The technology is mature enough. The infrastructure is strong enough. The savings can be real. But EVs are not universally better for everyone. They are a smart choice if they match your daily routine and charging access. The future may be electric, but the present is about choosing what fits your life today. Before you buy your next car, don't just ask whether EVs are good. Ask whether they're good for you, and that's the real difference.